We had some more bouts of deja vu, remembering what someone is about to say just before they do it. Sometimes they do it and sometimes they don't. This morning you were sure Professor Hal was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch, but he didn't. Mars called you a liar and a dummy. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you know you can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. Are the elves aliens?
I think they're like genetically altered humans from Earth or something.
Okay. I see an apparently elf person in the image with the accompanying text, people you've never met.
That's Tammy.
That are strange. Yeah.
That's Tammy.
You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony. Oh, cool. No graveyards. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. What if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? You know, if this were me, I'd be terrible at this because I almost never remember anything that I dream at all. Like, very, very rarely do I recall anything even remotely about dreams that I have, and usually when I do, it's incredibly vague.
My dreams are incredibly routine. It's always like the same 3 dreams. It's either I'm driving a car and I can't stop it, or I'm running off a cliff for some reason, or I don't have any more money because I had to buy a bunch of other people's stuff.
I die in nuclear bombs a lot, but one time me and my friends in a dream stole a plane, and just like living with the reality that like wherever we land we were going to go to jail, that was like its own nightmare.
Ooh, fun. I like that one.
I always come up with like the most weirdly on point fucked up ways of blasting my insecurities directly on the nose. Like I wake up, I'm like, that's actually a really like adept read. Like if you gave me a day to brainstorm up something that was like more on the nose, like I don't know if I could have figured that out.
I guess I'll never know what I'm missing. Anytime you try to tell someone about this, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to the med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry, you just want to be normal, or secret powers are fun.
Secret powers are fun!
Secret powers are fun.
But is that a Worf? Are we going with the Worf thing? Because I feel like that's not a Worf answer.
Fine.
None of these are Worf things. None of these are Worf things.
That's true.
Jesus
That's true. You're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, no, let's go. Secret powers are fun. Let's do it.
You start keeping a private journal on your holopalm, recording events where you remember something before it happens. You also write down your dreams when they have that feeling of being real. I guess we also have normal dreams. You like the idea of being magic and seeing the future, but some of these dreams are very scary. You hope that, like Professor Hal's hash browns, they don't all come true. Man, no more hash browns.
If you were to replay this game, this is the point where it starts to do its thing, basically. And a little bit later, if we get to it, I'll talk about it. It really kicks in. And what happens is you can gain cards that fuck with you. So if you tell people about this stuff too much, because once you've played this game all the way through, you know exactly what's going to happen. If you start insisting to people that things are going to happen, you start getting negative cards in your deck that you can't get rid of.
Oh.
And you can slowly go insane, basically.
Is that also where the rebellion stuff starts to kick in? We need to do this, and the leaders are not listening to me.
I think so, but I just know that if you try to be a soothsayer too much in your second playthrough, like, you get ostracized, but then you also get negative cards in your hand.
Uh-huh. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Hal wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the colony HoloNet, but I can't find it anywhere. plants tried looking outside. Is this like, is she just shut in?
She loves
Should
science.
we help her make her own list? Maybe suggest looking outside and making our own list.
Let's find
make
a
our own
catalog.
list.
All right.
She's dubious, but agrees to try your idea. The two of you run around the colony yard taking pictures of all the different Virtumen plants you can find and making up fake sciencey sounding names for fun, like Wonkius, Shrubbius, and Purpulus grassum. After an hour, you categorized 51 different species. Tanish doesn't think it's a very complete list or a very scientific method, but she figures you must have learned something.
That's where you're wrong.
Dare you to eat this worm. Okay. Oh, hey, it's Mom and Dad. I haven't seen you guys for months. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the most delicate plants from Earth: spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do, she asks. Remember, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how you want to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points towards the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Howell's still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. She claps a hand on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you want to know? Okay, so is she just sort of tutorial stuff? Can I join expeditions? You're too young. Okay, bye.
That didn't stop us
Who's
at
this?
Princess Maker.
Yeah. Oh, that's Cal. Okay. Cal is riding around on a hoverboard. Cal falls off and eats dirt. Oh, no. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Darn. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We all have to adapt. A skate bowl. What now? It's all rounded and the sides go up so you can do hover tricks. Should we try it with him? Would Worf be into skateboarding?
Yeah,
Is Worf a skateboarder?
definitely.
Yeah, like he
Oh,
wants
yeah,
to
for
learn
sure.
new ways to combat.
Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. Oh boy, this is going to be a dying art. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed to go down, and going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun. What's Dad have to say? Hello, my little potato. Hey, potato! Your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you
Okay,
been up to
hold on.
today?
We
Can
cannot
I
escape.
just say something? Can I just say
Yeah.
something? So, my dad does have a nickname for me, and it's Peanut, but it's never changed. It's been Peanut since I was like a baby, essentially. So I've always had an issue with this game, like this dad making up all of these like funny little names for the kid. I'm just like, no, that's not how dads behave. They come up with one name, and it's usually fucking Peanut.
You're dadding wrongly.
Is he just going naming different kinds of nightshade?
What were the other ones he said? Aubergine.
Eggplant.
Some kind of bear. It was something bear.
Gooseberry.
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 Aubergine is also a nightshade.
Is it gooseberry a nightshade?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Eggplant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So
I
he's just straight up naming
I fucking
nightshades.
cracked the dadly riddle.
I'm waiting for Hello, My Little Hemlock. Or is Hemlock a nightshade? I forget. I think it is.
Tobacco. Hello, my little cigarette.
Hello, My Little Cuban Cigar.
Hello, ashtray.
What up, my hookah?
Actually, weed isn't like a nightshade, though, is it? I don't think
No,
it is.
but tobacco apparently is.
Yeah.
Hello, Dink 420, blaze it.
I'm assuming if you choose other on the start, you can write in your own name. So we could we could do that.
Oh my god.
Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons. Yeah, this dude has been on like the starship for 20 years, so I mean, I guess it's good that the wormhole went directly to the planet instead of like the edge of the system the planet's in. You just wait until the dust season. Both suns will be high in the sky and it'll be real hot then. You'll see. Alright, what should we do here?
Either help mommy out with the garden or go play more sports ball.
Let's shovel dirt.
Yeah.
Glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Good morning. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my kid. She walks you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start moving that dirt? Why not
Let's
use
get to
hydroponics? On the ship, we grew most of our plants with their roots in water, and it's true that it was more hygienic that way. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Here we can grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. All right, let's do it. That's my kid. Your arms start to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted, and good somehow. You can feel your muscles growing already. Looking for more difficulty? This harder card challenges options will keep you on your toes. No, we'll keep it on the current difficulty because we're almost done here anyway. We're almost at an hour, so yeah, let's do super strength, first steps. Does it ever come to a thing where like different colors of cards have different applications depending on exactly what it is that we're doing, or?
I think so. I think if you have more red, then it helps you get there faster. I'm pretty sure. Like, because this is a red task, so it would make sense that your red things would work. Like, the first playthrough I did, I was just good at speech stuff. And so I would always win. Every year they have, like, a festival where you do a talent show, and I would always fucking win the talent show. And it's because all of my cards were always, like, yellow, I think.
Uh-huh. Do we age yearly? Like, we're age 10 now. Do we go to age 11? Or does it, like, after this year skip to, like, age 12 or 15 or something?
Gosh, I think it is every age. But you don't, like, change... Your character model doesn't change every age, though. I think once you hit, like, 13, then it changes. Yeah.
Okay. I have some follow-up questions real quick. So, okay. Approximately how many people, like, live in this colony?
20.
Wait,
20 people.
I mean, like, okay, all the kids have parents, so every kid you see times 3, right?
I guess, maybe. You'd think there must be
They're
some
all single children.
people or...
It doesn't seem like there's a lot. I'm gonna say
there may be like extras. Okay, so it's cozy, right? Like a cozy amount of people. Very, very much like a village. So here's my question. And so there's you said there's a fair like that happens annually?
Yes.
How many years in a row do you think the same person would have to win the talent show before someone in this colony goes literally insane? Because you know somebody starts preparing like 3 months before that shit happens every single year.
And it's me. Like, okay, that's why I win.
There's just like there has to be at least one person who's just like fucking Betty and the Jet. Oh, fuck, I screwed it up again. Fuck!
So when I was in high school, I was always like the lead in drama class. I was always number one. And I think, and in wrestling, you have the ace, right? So in pro wrestling, you have the person who's always the top sell. So for example, Hulk Hogan, Roman Reigns, right now it's Okada in Japan. You have the ace. And so if you are the ace, every single time you show up to the talent show, you're going to win, and everybody knows it because you're the ace. I think there's something about humans that we just accept that.
Yeah. You stare out the big gates. The grass in the colony is trimmed short by garden bots. Okay, so we do have, like, robots doing some stuff. Dees has to go. Is that his full name?
No, it's D's Nuts.
Oh, thank goodness.
God, fuck. All right, well.
It's like
Hey,
you
guess
had
what?
that
We're
ready
at
to
an
go.
hour.
That was amazing.
Set up, payoff. It was like a teamwork combo.
Oh, boy. Well, this game is really neat. I will probably
We really
play
didn't even
this
scratch the
myself.
surface.
Yeah.
So, can I just spoil something?
Yeah, and then everybody who doesn't want that spoiler, just cut the video now.
Yeah, goodbye, I love you. Good night, mwah. Okay, everybody else, listen closely. So, you remember in the beginning of the game where they're like, you can be friends with these people, but one of them isn't pictured? That person was Tammy. You didn't see Tammy on there. Do you know why?
Oh, yeah.
Tammy fucking dies. But the cool thing is that if you play this game again, you can stop her from dying.
Oh.
So you can, like...
Wasn't she in the thing?
Because you're supposed to have this, like... I don't know why. I think they don't want you to pick her because she dies very early. She dies when you're children. So I think it's a way
so
to
she's
kind of...
like got like a month.
You can pick her because later on you could save her, but I don't think the game really wants you to pick her. And so that's why she wasn't pictured, I don't think, in that beginning. Yeah, she dies. And okay, so here's the other funny thing. Let's say you want to romance Cal. Cal is in love with Tammy. And so when she dies, well, you don't know this yet. When she dies, like, he won't fucking stop talking about her, and it really bums out the whole romance line. If she lives, you don't have a fucking chance. You do not have a chance. And it's just like the funniest thing. That's all I want to say about this game.
That's actually kind of sweet.
I know. It's amazing.
How much does, like, what is a complete playthrough of this game? How much does it expect you to, like, go back and do it over again?
I don't know. So I haven't completed my second playthrough of it. I think you could probably just do 2 playthroughs and that's plenty, is my guess.
Okay.
You get a lot of different things happening too.
I just looked up. I was a teenage exocolonist on How Long to Beat. Main story, 10.5 hours. Main story plus sides, 26 hours. Completionist, 62.5 hours.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because there's a lot of things that happen in this game. Like, for example, D's Nuts. We would say maybe he does terrorist things later on. We would say that. And if you become very good friends with him, you can stop him from doing these things. And then he
join him.
Right. And then later on in the game, you can also meet a, like, alien that pretends to be a human, and you can't quite, like, finish his storyline. And so I think the game expects you to finish it the next playthrough that you're talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems sort of Undertale-y in that, like, you can't do everything in one playthrough, and it expects you to be doing multiple runs to, like, reach the good endings.
It's a lot less
finish,
winking.
like the complete endings.
Undertale is very, like, winking at you. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
we're so silly. Look at us. This one is more like, oh, you wanted to play again? Okay. Here you go. Have fun.
It occurs to me that I said that was sweet about the one where, you don't have a chance if that person's alive. It's until I realized that the way some people play these games, that means that there are absolutely people who make sure that person never fucking makes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Tammy. You need to get pushed off the train so I can smooch the cow.
So I could get that mediocre cow.
Tapping that terrorist booty. I guess
No, that's
That's
that
Des.
not count?
And you can't tap his booty. He, even
God
though you
damn
go
it.
through all of this shit with him to stop him from being a bad boy, to hang out with him, to believe in all of his fantasies, it doesn't matter. He just walks away with nothing. You get nothing from him.
walks away to where? You're exocolonists on a planet.
Into the world.
There's other places on this planet, presumably.
And
but, like,
aliens that
alone?
can speak to you. There's aliens that can speak to you, so he wants to go be friends with them.
Ah, I see. They love terrorists over there. Is their whole thing.
I mean, yes.
Right. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We will be back with Oblivion next week, probably.
Or will we? Oblivion will be happening on the screen.
Yeah, if that bug happens again, it might just be a big black screen where we talk about stuff that's supposedly happening in Oblivion for 60 minutes.
Yeah, that happened once. And only once.
Yeah, definitely only once. There wasn't a bit where I actually had to re-record 15 minutes of footage and sync it up. That didn't happen.
Can you guess when that happened? Josh will
Can
play
you
TF2 with you for 10 hours straight. If you can guess.
Wait, hang on. I didn't agree to this.
He did agree to it.
No.
He'll be your pocket medic.
Damn. I was a decent pocket medic.
You were a good pocket medic.
I am crap at soldier now, though. I used to be really good at soldier. I cannot land any fucking rockets anymore.
You were amazing at soldier. You were one of the best, for sure.